Hi, lovely friends. I'm back in one of my most favorite places.
Back in beautiful Cumberland Island. We're about to board the ferry and we're doing a 4-night camping trip. Myself, Heather, and Grady. Yay, I can't wait. This is so fun. It is windy, but it's fun.
Campers. I know I have some already. Hey, great. Do I have anybody with a bicycle going on the boat? Yeah.
Hi, guys. Okay,
We need the help unload the truck.
we're going to Cumberland Island. Woo! That was so natural, wasn't it?
We packed a bunch of stuff, Heather and Grady and I, and we were going to go camp on Cumberland Island for 4 nights. So we brought everything with us.
Hi.
We got off the ferry and we borrowed some wagons and hiked all the way into Sea Camp into the Maritime Forest, right in time for a beautiful sunset. The very first morning, I got up early and hiked around. I brought my little sketchbook so I could draw these trees. I was so mesmerized by these trees. Cumberland Island is a barrier island off of Georgia's southeast coast. It protects the beaches and the maritime forest. We were kind of cold. It was the beginning of March, but wow, it was just worth it. And I got to see a bunch of wild horses, which you will see shortly. Cumberland Island is 17.5 miles long and has mud flats and tidal creeks. It's well known for sea turtles, wild turkeys, wild horses, armadillos, abundant shorebirds, dune fields, maritime forests, salt marshes, and historic structures. Cumberland Island is such a magical place. I love going here. I have sea kayaked around the island. I've camped here several times. It is just a spiritual home for me. I love it.
It's beautiful here today on Cumberland Island. Love it.
I saw so many wild horses on the beach. You do need to stay 30 feet away from them because they are kind of feral and wild. Here's some beautiful dunes. I loved having the beach to myself on that morning. It was wonderful. And just hiking is just magical there as well. There's so many boardwalk hikes and trail hikes all over the island. We were on the south side of the island on this trip. That morning, Heather and Grady and I went on probably about a 9-mile hike. And of course, we saw more wild horses, which I love. And we walked over to the Dungeness ruins. The Carnegies owned Dungeness. It was a mansion that eventually got burned down. They built it in 1880, and it had 59 rooms. It was a Queen Anne-style mansion. The grounds were completed after Carnegie's death in 1886. His wife Lucy continued to live at Dungeness and built over estates for her other children, including Grayfield and Plum Orchard and Stafford Plantation, which are on other parts of the island. This was a fun little hike as well. It was all boardwalk, and you could see the marshes and the birds, and it was really nice. And then it spits you out to the beach. And then we found this weird thing on the beach, not even sure what it is, but of course we had to film it and photograph it. It was kind of cool. Heather loves to bring her little monster around and take funny pictures. And there's the armadillo. Armadillos are crazy looking. Armadillos have little hairs and can roll into a ball and float across the river. They also have pointy snouts and have poor eyesight. Also, the average age of an armadillo is 16 years old. They can live up to 30 years. They stick to living near equators because they like warm temperatures due to their lack of fat stores. This particular armadillo did not like Heather's little monster. Also, I just looked it up. Armadillos are leprosy carriers. They are one of the only animals that can carry and transmit leprosy to humans. That's crazy. Anyway, Heather and I went to the beach and we saw some young kids do yoga. It was just so cool. And then Grady and I went out into the sunset and on these trails to go collect wood. We did see a beautiful sunset while we were there. And there's my little tent. There's the firewood that I just gathered. We sure did go on a lot of picnics while we were there, and picnics are my favorite thing. Anyway, here's a weird picture of another armadillo. Armadillos kind of weird me out a little bit, but they're fun. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Feel free to subscribe. I love y'all, and I'll see you next Tuesday for another video. Bye!